Year 2022, and already the city of Cleveland has seen a lot of changes. And one of the biggest changes, a new leader. In fact, Cleveland Mayor Justin Bibb is joining us this morning via Zoom. Good morning, my friend. First of all, let me say it, Mayor Justin Bibb. Are you getting used to it yet?
Getting used to it day by day, Wayne.
I got that right.
No one calls me Justin anymore.
Nobody calls you Justin. Yeah, yeah. I tell you what, I was able to catch your inauguration address, man. It was absolutely superb. Very, very nice. Let me just go from here. I know you've been, traveling around the city, talking to individuals and groups over the last several days. With that in mind, what have you learned, and what are some of your top priorities?
Well, Wayne, the biggest thing I've learned is that voters all across the city and employees that work for City Hall are just so excited about the sense of urgency and change we're looking to bring to the city. And for the first time in a long time, they truly feel listened to. Since I took office last week, I've met with our first responders. I've met with vendors at the West Side Market. I've met with members of the faith-based community and labor. And I'm doing a listening tour, talking to frontline service workers all across the city to really make sure that we're getting their feedback so we can truly provide high quality basic city services for all of our residents across this great city of ours.
You mentioned starting, or maybe you've already started, a COVID-19 task force. Mayor, what would that look like, and what would be the responsibilities?
Kick off that task force tomorrow. We've engaged leaders from our healthcare systems as well as leaders from inside the administration to really make sure we have the right policies internally to protect City Hall employees, but also we need to make sure we have the right policies externally to ensure we can stop the spread of COVID-19, particularly in the high areas of the city where we see high transmission rates.
How can you change minds, though, Mayor, as individuals who are anti-vaxxers or, have hesitancy when it comes to getting the shot? How can you change minds?
Well, it's clear in the data. Right now, you are 17 times more likely to be hospitalized and 20 times more likely to die if you're not vaccinated. And getting vaccinated and boosted is the surest way to stay safe and healthy as we fight our way out of this pandemic. Right now, inside the city of Cleveland, we only have a 45% vaccination rate. That's not good enough. So we got to do a better job of talking about the importance of getting vaccinated and boosted, talking about the importance of the science. Science matters, and it's critical that we save lives, particularly in underserved communities of color all across this city.
Last night, the City Council President Kevin Conwell talking about putting hand sanitizers at gas stations and at cash registers. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I think it's a worthwhile recommendation for us to explore. We got to make sure we stay on high alert to stay masked up, maintain social distancing, keep that hand sanitizer handy to stop the spread of COVID-19. Because we could be living with this for a long time. We have all the tools we need. We have all the tools we need to stop the spread of COVID-19, and we have to make sure everyone is staying safe right now.
We have to use them. A very sad day in the city of Cleveland. Officer Shane Bartek's funeral is going to be a bit later on this morning. With that in mind, Mayor, this rash of carjackings, and we had a report on this morning from the I-Team that the individuals who are committing these and other crimes are getting younger and younger. How do you address something like that? How do you deal with that?
Well, we've seen a tremendous spike in carjackings over the last several years. I think it's symptomatic of the lack of opportunity that young people have all across our city. I think it also speaks to a lack of real hope that young people have as well. And so we must do a better job in the city to give people hope, to give people opportunity so that they don't get involved in crime. But at the end of the day, we need to make sure we hold folks that do commit crime accountable. That's why last week I had a really productive conversation with the county prosecutor, Michael O'Malley, to talk about some more effective ways that we can work together to stop the increase of carjackings, to hold folks accountable. And we will work with my safety director and interim chief of police, Wayne Drummond, to make sure we keep our residents safe and secure all across this city.
I got to correct myself. I elevated Kevin Conwell to council president, and I'm sure he's happy about that.
He woke up with a promotion.
He did. So he's a chairman of the Health and Human Services thing. Let me ask you this, first of all. You talk about supporting the police. With that in mind, what are your plans? How do you plan to support the Cleveland Police Department?
By listening. I went to roll call last week in the 5th District to send my condolences to the brothers and sisters who serve with Officer Shane Bartek. And it's important that our police officers and our firefighters and EMS workers know that I have their back, that I'm going to fight to give them the equipment they need. I'm going to fight for more competitive pay to ensure they feel supported inside the city, because they are the backbone of making sure we can keep this community safe, secure, and healthy. And it's important that as mayor, they see me, they hear me, and that they know I'm going to partner with them to move our city forward.
Let's talk about the search for a police chief. I know it's a nationwide search, but you have Wayne Drummond in the position now. Where does that stand right now?
Well, first off, I want to just say that Chief Drummond is a fantastic leader for our department. He served this city admirably over the last several decades, and we're really happy that he is working inside my administration to steady the ship over the course of the year as we bring on a new chief. In the weeks ahead, I'll be announcing an executive search firm that we'll be working with to search locally and also nationally for a new leader of the police department that shares my values of fairness, both inside the department and outside the department, but also shares my values of equity and transparency, so that we can create a department that my father will be proud of as a son of a cop.
All right. Mayor Justin Bibb, thank you very much for your time. Last question. What time do you get to work in the morning, man? Looks like you've already been there for a minute.
Hey, man, I'm usually in the office by 7:30, 7:45. So it's a nonstop job.
Yes, it is. Thank you, man. Good luck to you. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Wayne. See you soon.
Still ahead, Fox 8 News in the morning on this Tuesday morning, the Red Cross